Y'all, what's up? I'm here to give my reaction to episode 4 and episode 5. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have an opinion, leave it in that comment. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, leave it in the comments. I'm just waking up. I'm naked, that's why I have my Nike sack on because I have nothing under this. So, where do I start? We start off with, episode 4. Episode 4, we're just leaving off to where Lauren and everybody sit around the couch and they make up after, all the ruckus in within the house. Which I really don't understand, because if we just went through all of that, for me, there really is no making up. Like, again, comment if you disagree. Comment if you feel like these are my coworkers, so I have to, But yeah, these are my coworkers, but there's no drunk, like, feeling on nobody's titties. I'ma really feel like Razor. Don't touch me. Speaking of, the Razor situation, this is when we get into the bus. Everybody's drunk. Everybody's touchy-feely, like girls usually are when, they get drunk. I guess it starts off because someone tries to ask Razor, Scotty tries to ask Razor, let me see your tattoos. So Razor was giving her, oh, this is what this is, and this is what that is, and this is what this is. And I guess they got down to like around where the panty line is at. I'm not sure if, that might have triggered something for Razor, because it did seem that Scotty was just a bit aggressive when asking about the tattoos. I don't know if it was specifically the tattoo, but it seemed like something in her was triggered by the whole situation. And I will say this, prior to watching this episode, I just almost felt like Razor just tried to pick and choose her battles, but maybe she just felt triggered by whatever it is that Scotty did, because Scotty did seem just a little aggressive. However, when it comes down to the fighting, Razor is having a conversation with Scotty or saying what she was saying, and Scotty is not like, I don't know if Scotty is receiving the information that she's actually saying, which is, don't touch me. However, in the midst of her saying this information, Razor pops Scotty and backs up. So Scotty is being held back by security because Scotty is trying to run up on her. But she can't really run up on her because, security's holding her back. I don't know. It just becomes a whole big thing after that whole situation happened. Razor is saying, you're not going to sleep tonight and all this other stuff. And it's almost like, I don't know. I just felt like Razor was triggered in that moment. But I keep saying, like, I understand both sides, because, yeah, Razor is triggered on one hand. However, Scotty is being accused of sexual assault. And this is so bad because it's on top of, what the issue is. There's liquor and there's ego involved all in this. And I feel like liquor doesn't do anything but amplify your ego. So while Razor is telling Scotty this, it's not giving apologetic, oh my bad, I ain't mean for it to come off that way. So Razor tries to jump over the security guard, and I guess she was trying to punch her, and here comes Scotty, popped her right in the face and told her to shut up. And for like 2 minutes, Razor seemed to shut up. Rah again. And then once she was back rah, it was like they just kept them separate for the rest of the ride, I guess. They then end up in the house. Razor, comes to Scotty and says, Scotty, the naughty bitch, you're nothing to me. Not. I feel like Razor was just trying to, get your lick back. Get your lick back. Get your lick back. Get your lick back. Scotty and Razor fought twice in the house. And my opinion about the fight, as I watched the fight, I feel like I'm very proud of Scotty. Scotty is tall. Scotty has reach. I didn't think unless, Razor was able to maneuver and, do what she do. That's why it amplified, like I said, amplifies people's egos sometimes. So I feel like Razor might have just was like, oh, this really whooped my ass. So now I want another round.
Good game. Now bring your street game, because that's what I'm bringing. Now, where's Barbara Walters?
So, I don't know. That whole situation happened. Cut off on episode 4, which I feel like episode 4 and episode 5 could have just been one episode and we could have left it at what it was. 5, that's when they ended up making up. Scotty is like already, her blood was already boiling because she never even wanted the situation to go this far. So in the midst of her blood boiling, she's going back and forth. I think she's more hyped up than Razor is. And I think Razor just had more of a time to calm down. So Razor is not really trying to give that what that situation is. However, you did almost hear Scotty say bitch, but she took it back. But like I said, I think Scotty's blood, I don't know, maybe Scotty's adrenaline was still rushing. But I don't think she meant to say bitch. I think Razor caught that she almost said bitch. So Razor kind of was like, what? And it kind of like almost, went back to the level it once was. But Razor was able to calm down and really explain her issue. I just feel like if Scotty just said, my bad, I didn't mean to touch you, it would have never gotten this far. It would have never got this crazy. So, my synopsis, as far as Razor, I no longer have this weird vibe about her. I do like Razor. I always liked Razor. I wanted to like Razor from the beginning because I loved her confessionals. I felt like what she was saying in her confessionals was true. I don't know. It's just something about the way that she moved at first. I don't know. Like, now I like her a little bit more. Now that I've watched episode 4 and 5, it have been one episode. I don't have like a problem with Zeus's editing. It's definitely got way better. But it's just like it's cute because you actually get to see the girls do what they wanted to come up here and do. Natalie has got, Tommy in the room, and I guess Tommy and Natalie end up having a conversation at this point. They talk about, speaking with Stunner Girl and squashing that so we can keep it pushing and we don't have to worry about all this extra stuff, going out. And Stunner Girl and Kat walk in. Tommy's in the kitchen. They have a conversation. Somewhere along the line, the conversation goes left. Tommy basically brings it to her like, during the audition, I never set out to disrespect anybody. When I say what I say, I just say what I say as if let the world know who you are. I don't mean to discredit who you are. I don't mean to discredit your hustle. But the world is watching. You don't know who else is watching. Do your big one because people watch. Stunner says it's not about that. It's about respect. To say that Tommy threw a drink on her and ran up on her by security, which is what she's been saying like this entire season. They did run back the clip. Now, I tried to watch the clip as they ran it back. And it did look like Tommy had a cup and she tossed the cup. It didn't look like there was anything in the cup. It might have been, I don't know. Was it ice? I don't know. It didn't look like there was much in the cup. But I think that's what Stunner Girl was saying. Like, the attempt to throw anything at me is ridiculous. Then there was another shot where Tommy did walk up to the security guards where Stunner Girl was held, and you could see that she reached her hand out. Now, I don't know reach her hand out for, but in the midst of, the craziness that go on, she reached her hand out for. I don't know if you reached it to bless me, but when the hand comes out, it's coming from, I don't know what place you're coming from with that hand. So I see what Stunner Girl is. I wish the conversation didn't escalate the way it did because I feel like Tommy could have took Stunner Girl under her wing and Tommy could have, really showed Stunner Girl a different way. I don't know. I just feel like they could have made up, and I don't feel like they could have made up, but I'm saying like I feel like if this could have went completely different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Tommy's guards wouldn't already be up because I don't know if it was necessarily a disrespectful thing because at some point it did start to get disrespectful between the two. And Tommy walked off. Tommy wanted to run. They wanted to fight. It was just like it was too much. Kat was saying it was too much. And let me tell y'all something about Kat. Kat is not up nobody's ass. And I said that before this. Kat is not up nobody's ass. I said this in a previous video. Y'all, if y'all watch BGC 5 or BGC Season 5, which I know some of y'all probably didn't, and I will say this, some of the this Baddies ATL is y'all new Bad Girls Club. I get it. But I feel like to really understand the older girls that Natalie bring in, you have to have watched those seasons. You could still go back and watch it. It's on Tubi. But Kat was never like a rah-rah 24/7. Like, she popped her shit, but she was very laid back. And if she needed to go there, that's when she would go there. But it wasn't like she was always on 10. No, she had a good time and she, lived her life. But she will take it there if need be. Kat was more like a businesswoman, a woman that was about her money more so than someone who you would be seeing fighting on TV. And I honestly think at some point that's where Bad Girls Club almost went. And I feel like what is going on now, and as opposed to what Bad Girls Club is, a lot of these girls that be on these new shows, I think they have real mental issues. And let's be real, if we're talking about reality TV and television in general, some of these girls would have never gotten on television. Cause what? Like Stunner Girl, you put a bitch in a dog cage. You told that to the television production team, and they found that mess out, that you was in jail for that. I'm sure you would have never been on TV, but you're on streaming apps, and it's a lot of things that streaming apps, television could get away with. Certain things that y'all like to see, that is like, what? It's just like, I don't get how it makes for TV. You might as well record two bitches fighting on your iPhone, because that's all people want to see nowadays. Or go on Twitter and see, the fights that happen over there, because that's all y'all ever want to see either way. So, but skipping all of that, Kat was just like, this is some bullshit. This is not really what we came here for. We really came here to have a conversation, to talk it out. All the extra energy is not what it needs to give. Yeah, I mean, these sit down and have conversations. Natalie be knowing what she be doing. And I don't be understanding why, that's why Stunner Girl was like, Natalie called me on some fake ass shit. Yeah, it was. That's exactly what it was. Now, who Natalie is. So they're not really pressed about it. They just know that Natalie can give them an opportunity for real. But speaking of opportunity, I just want to cut to, everybody rides on a bus. Everybody goes to their, little performance. Rolly goes to sleep. I am Rolly. Rolly is me. Even though I really didn't like what she had on. But I am Rolly. Rolly is me. Performed. Oh my God. Shout out to this season, because that's what I love about this season. Natalie is actually letting them get their rocks off when it comes to their businesses and all this extra stuff. Each girl performed. I feel like I loved Rolly's performance. I loved Stunner Girl's performance. Throw it in rotation. Stunner Girl's performance. I loved Tommy's performance. Who else performed? Lauren's song sound like a bit of a vibe. Okay. And they let Krishan go last. They originally was supposed to let Krishan go last, only because, it's the vibe. It's the biggest song, or it's more of the, the hottest song at this time. So, they performed. I'm glad they was able to, get to the actual bag. And first of all, the trailer for the next episode was very Zeus-ish. I don't have the biggest expectations when it comes to Zeus anymore. I know I sound very cynical at this point when it comes to Zeus. I am, because it's even with this, it's cute. It's alright. It's alright. Y'all doing better with y'all editing. Y'all getting certain things, together. And but I just think, Natalie said, it needs to be a little bit more structure to Zeus. It just feels like certain things are really all over the place still. I could see that they're trying to get it together. Got on Zeus. Y'all gotta understand, we got on Zeus. Zeus started with you know, the famous Instagram comedians going on there and having fake little dating shows. Then it turned into Jocelyn's Cabaret, and once Jocelyn Cabaret got on there, it was just like, oh, they realized who you know, what their cash cow is. So they just started cashing in on that, and then it just went from there. But I kind of get it, certain things, you know, because it's a business. But I don't know, it is what it is. It's not pissing me off like it once was, but shout out to Zeus, shout out to everyone. That was my reaction. That was it for my reaction as far as, you know, episode 4 and 5. I just feel like episode 4 and 5 was both dragged out. Like I feel like episode 4 and 5 could have been one episode all together. But that was my reaction to episode 4 and 5. If you know, you have a different opinion as to what, you know, you feel like episode 4 and 5 gave, leave your comments in my comment box. Like, say something, you know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell just to hit, you know, just to get notified when I do post. Shout out to everybody that watches my videos. Shout out to everybody that subscribes to my channel. If you watch my videos and you do not subscribe to my channel, we're seriously gonna have a problem. So yeah, see me. Nah, but for real.
Nigga, I be on that. He ringing my line, block him, never phone back. Pillow talking about our sex, and I'm guessing that he condone rats. Thinking I'm sad about him, I'm mixing Blanco and